Hey everybody! Welcome Plant Life people. We are here today to do a wonderful recipe, which I always say I know it. But before we start, I just want to say something really quick because tomorrow in my country, which is Canada, we have a holiday called Canada Day. But I did want to take a moment to acknowledge that we are on unceded native territory, and in my area here specifically mostly Algonquin and Mohawk. So if you can take some time out tomorrow, if you're watching from Canada, check out whose land you are living on. I think that's the best way that we can take a moment to pause from Canada Day and think about some others. So I just wanted to say that. And now I hope that my regulars are here today because I am extra excited about the food, but I am super duper extra, super duper, extra excited about my special guest. It's my dad. Here he is. So you've seen him in the chats, and now you're seeing him in person because we're all vaccinated and everything. And I'm making a recipe today from one of my favorite blogs, Rabbit and Wolves, which is also his favorite blog. And so he suggested this recipe, so I said, you have to come over and help me make it. So today I'm going to show you where you can find the recipe online and a beautiful picture. Not a beautiful picture. Anyway, there's the picture. We're making spicy Unchicken sandwiches, and it involves using vital wheat gluten, which is what seitan is made out of. So if you've ever heard of seitan, it is made from vital wheat gluten, so it is not gluten-free. But it is a wonderful meat substitute, and it has a ton of protein. So I think 1/3 of a cup of wheat gluten flour has something like 18 or 20 grams of protein. So it is an awesome sort of faux meat substitute if that's what you need. But we are going to get started. And where is he? Outside? He's going to help me make it. It's going to be exciting. And Trudy is saying hi in the comments, and so is one of my good fans, Karen. So if you want to come over here, you can stay on that side. So let's go. So the ingredients you need for the meat, the fake meat, is a half a can of white navy beans. And the other main ingredient is going to be wheat gluten flour, which you can get at Bulk Barn, easy to find. And then stuff like olive oil, soy sauce. We're going to show you all the ingredients when we make it. And then we're going to make a panko breadcrumb crust, and then you bake it. So this isn't fried, which is awesome, but it does turn out super crispy. And then of course we'll have a taste test, just like So let's check it out. So with the beans, so we have to mash the beans, so you can go ahead and just mash them with a fork. It might take a while.
I had a little masher I could have brought.
Oh, a mini masher?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I have a mini whisk, and my dad has a mini masher. How perfect is that? So what you want to do, again, I'm making a half recipe, so we have a half can of white beans in here. I can bring it over here a little bit so they can see. And you want to mash it with a fork. You could whiz it up in a blender, but it would get a little bit too pasty, and you want to leave a little bit of chunks in it. That's okay.
I'm gonna get you a
mini masher. That's awesome. That would be the best gift ever. So it would be. So you just want to get it into a paste as best you can. It doesn't take too long. And then once you sort of start to mix the other ingredients, it's going to help with the mashing. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ingredients in while my dad is mashing. So one of the first liquids you need is olive oil, and you're just going to put half a tablespoon, which I'm just going to eyeball. That's about half a tablespoon. And then the other thing the next ingredient is veggie broth. So you could make up some veggie broth, or if you have it in the cupboard. I like this one, which is Plockman's it's actually from Walmart, and you can mix it in cold water, which I like. But another wonderful gift from my dad is this faux vegan chicken broth, and it does have a very authentic flavor. So we're going to put that in, and with a little bit of water. So there is only about 1/3 of a cup of water or veggie broth, but it's half of that. So I'm just going to do a couple of tablespoons of water. Keep going. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of this, or you can do your veggie broth. So we'll add that in. And then we're going to do soy sauce. So you can use tamari or soy sauce. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of that. I have this, if you can find this is really good soy sauce. I got recommended this by a friend and I love it. You can get that at Walmart too. And that is our liquid. Actually, so these are supposed to be spicy. I'm not going to put too much spice in, but we're going to do a little squirt of sriracha because you could always put some sriracha on top. Ooh, we had an explosion.
Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot sauce. We should have put some of that in. So, yeah, so put as much hot sauce as you want, and you can wipe your hands clean. All right.
Put a bit more hot.
You want to put more hot sauce?
A little squirt.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you can use whatever hot sauce you want or put it on top. It's up to you. You want to put it over here and show them what the texture is?
Right.
So that's pretty good texture. I think we lost some beans over here. So again, having a little bit of beans in it is a-okay. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients. So again, one of the main ingredients is that Vital wheat gluten flour. And you need, this is half a recipe, so we're going to do half a cup. So you can just let it sit for a second while we put the dry in. So 1/4 cup, half a cup. And then we also want, what is it, 1/3 cup of panko breadcrumbs. So this is a brand that's accidentally vegan. It's really nice. Or the big boxes from Costco are vegan. Some of them have cheese, so just watch out.
Yeah.
So we're going to put 1/3 cup of that. That is the dry ingredients, but we are going to put some black pepper in there because I like that. So this is going to look...
There's nothing came out.
Yeah, there's a little bit. You can put more. Ugh, it's getting lost in there. Now it's going to be too peppery. So you can see it's getting a little crumbly. We'll show them. So you're going to mix it as well as you can, and then you're going to have to knead it with your hands.
You have to knead it.
I'll knead it with my hands if you want me to do that part. All good? I think that's good. So I'll take my rings off here because you will get sticky. So what a lot of people need, you have to knead your seitan, and what happens when you knead the seitan is the gluten strands will come together and they'll get stringy, you know, just like any kind of gluten when you're making bread. But what that does is that's what gives you that nice meat substitute texture.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you want to...
It's cake.
It is cake-like. You want to knead it. It does look like cookie dough, kind of. Put some chocolate chips in it. That's the next recipe. Spicy chicken chocolate chips. So you want to knead it until it's kind of not sticky anymore. It's not that sticky, but you want to knead it until you get a smooth dough. So it might take a couple of minutes, and you can see some, I don't know if you can see, but you can see some strands of gluten starting. So that's what gives you the good texture. See, so it starts coming apart. So this is what gives us the texture. No, it'll absorb. So you can see it start to flake and come together, and when you get a bit more of that, and you can go. Again, people who make seitan, some people say don't knead it too much, and some people say knead it like crazy.
I don't need it at all.
You don't need it at all? Well, maybe you can make this. This is easy. All right. Okay, so that is looking good. And then we're going to, you could probably get away with 3, but we're going to do 2. So you want to just split it in half. Here, you can do that one. And just make it, okay.
You do it.
Alrighty. You can make the next part. So you just want to squish it down into, you want to do it fairly thin because when you bake it, you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to get cooked all the way through. And we'll do this one. And we'll move that bowl over there. We have an extra bean you can have as a snack. Okay, so we're gonna grab our, now we're going to make, let's switch our camera. So now we have our patties that we needed, well, I needed. And so now we're going to make the breading that goes on the top to make it crispy. So that is what we're doing down here. So I have some left over from my test batch, but if you want to just eyeball, shake some more panko in there. So you want to do panko, and then you want to add some flavoring to it. So I have over there, I have my, you can show them on the camera, the everything bagel, the everything bagel mix that we make. So we can shake some of that in there. Looks good. Oops. Let's learn how to close the lid together here. And then there's parsley, garlic powder, and paprika, but you can put whatever you like, whatever spices you like. You could also add chili flakes in this, and then that will give it a little bit more spice. Do you want to put some of those in?
Yeah.
Chili flakes? That's good. Garlic powder, we've got the chili flakes for a little bit of spice. And then I like smoked paprika for the flavor. So there's some of that. Looks good.
That's,
Let's see. Yeah, or let's, sometimes it comes out like crazy. There we go. So then you want to give that a stir with the fork.
we should do some vegan deviled eggs with the smoked bacon.
Oh, that would be a good idea. Vegan deviled eggs. If you want to see vegan deviled eggs, you put it in the comments and we'll make it next time. That's a good idea. So we're going to stir it up. Oh, I'm ruining the surprise with the finished product. What did I do? All right. So we can show them that finished product. So whatever you want. And another good thing in there would be if you had some dry vegan Parmesan would be really nice. I wouldn't use the softer Parmesan because it would probably burn, but. So now we have our patties. And we're just going to press the patties, and that'll work them down again. We're going to press the patties in. And sometimes I like a lot of breading. You could put a little bit of moisture on this, but I didn't want to make it soggy. So you just press that in there and get your breading on. If you really wanted to get crazy with this, you could kind of do the more traditional way where you put flour, liquid, and then the panko. And then if you felt like it, you could deep fry it.
Have
and
an
that,
egg wash.
Or a vegan egg wash. Yes, you could do a vegan egg wash with, do you know what is a substitute? Flax seeds.
Flaxseed.
Yep. So that would be good.
So flax eggs. So.
Yeah, flax eggs are good. So there we have that. And then what you want to do, there's what it should look like at the end, is you want to bake these for 400 degrees, 15 minutes on each side. And you want to spritz a little, like just a little spray of oil on each side, because you do want it to get crispy. But if you don't want to have too much oil, you can be very relaxed with that. So you can stick more on there if you're frying it. And then I already ruined the surprise, but it looks like this. So it does get nice and crispy. You can see how crispy it is. It's not hard, but crispy. And then usually, because of the length of time we bake it, it will be cooked through. You can eat it raw. It's all good. But then there's usually a little bit of a soft layer in the middle. So now we're going to dress this up on our buns, and we're going to have a taste test. Buns. I said buns in front of my dad. Oh my God. Okay, so let's do this. Let's grab our condiments. Condiments. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. So you can put whatever you like, but we've got our red onion, lettuce, and tomato, and we've got our bun, and there's squeezable condiments there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is really cool. They have now the Hellmann's vegan mayo in a squeeze bottle, which is so nice. It's neat, so you can put some of that on the bottom if you want. And then I like this from PC. It's the sweet with heat mustard, and that gives it a good amount of heat too. I like that. And then we have some vegan cheese, Swiss style. Let's see how we do with the fart noise jokes over here.
I would never do that.
Awesome. So let's spread that around, and we'll put some of this. Actually, maybe 3. There we go. Okay. And then mustard. Gotta put it all the way around.
It spreads out when you press it down.
It's not gonna spread out that much. Good girl. What? I did not learn this part of cooking from you, that's for sure. Okay. And with the joke. So now we have some onions. And we'll put our lettuce. We're trying to do this taste test before the video ends. Okay. Throw the piece of cheese on there. And, okay, let's see how this goes. Uh-oh. There, look at that. Whoa, that is, look how tall that is.
That's a sandwich.
We're going to have to squish it. Okay, let's find us a knife. We did not there we go. That's how you do it. And we're going to cut that in half. Whoa. Okay, I got to show you guys this.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Amazing. It's going to be so good.
You first.
Okay, let's see how much of a mess I make. It's going to end up on the floor, but who cares? All right. I hope you heard that crunch. Huh. Super crunchy. I took a little bite.
Now you learn from me.
So, again, I was worried. This test batch I made yesterday, and there's still crunchiness to it. Obviously, the mayo and mustard are so good. And then the same, well, you can have that half. Yeah, eat that half. I'm not sharing. And then the meat, you can see that it's nice and moist on the inside and crispy on the outside, so the texture is good. And like I said, I'm not really good at seitan. Good stuff. But the rabbit and wolves recipes always work out. And so that's why I wanted to try this again for you guys. Look.
That's really good.
Super good. The texture good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The crispiness is awesome. So again, when you're cooking it, you're going to spray a little bit of oil. You can spray a little bit of oil on the pan, or parchment paper is better. Put the patty down and then spray a little bit of oil on the top so that it crisps up while it's baking. And then you don't need to worry about deep frying or anything. You're still going to get that crunch off of it from the panko breadcrumbs. But I think if you deep fried it, if you felt like doing that, it would be even more delicious. So
really good.
Good stuff. Thanks for joining me. So awesome. You guys got an awesome recipe and an awesome guest star. And I didn't have to do anything this time except have the taste test. So it's pretty good. Have an awesome week. Again, if you have time, please like this video, share it. Also subscribe to my channel, click notifications, and then you'll see as soon as I put my listing up for the video. And if you have time, please help me beat the YouTube algorithms and do like my dad said, watch another video. It will help me out. Doesn't even have to be my video. So that's it. We're done. You're done. Good stuff. Thanks. All right. Bye. I don't know.